Have you ever wondered if there was a fat tire electric bike out there with a mid-drive motor that didn't break the bank? Now I know usually when we're talking about mid-drive motors, it's considered a premium feature on a premium bike with a premium price point, and usually these fat tire electric bikes basically look all the same with a 750 watt motor, which is pretty typical. Now this is the all new HeyBike Alpha, and it is not typical. It has a 500 watt mid-drive motor with 105 Newton meters of torque, getting you a range of upwards of 60 miles and a max speed of 28 miles per hour. Now, usually when I do these videos, I like to take these bikes on the same double switchback hill to give you guys a good representation of what to expect out of every bike. But today, I think we have a bit of an overachiever behind me, so we're gonna have to find something pretty challenging for it. Not to mention I have a hardtail here, which means we gotta hit the single track up. So without further ado, let's get the Alpha on the trail. The HeyBike Alpha retails for $1,599 and comes in a high step in Galaxy Black, which I'm riding here today, and a step-through model which comes in Pearl White. The Alpha step-through accommodates riders between 5'1" and 6'1", while the step-over accommodates riders between 5'3" and 6'3". For frame of reference in today's video, I'm 6 foot tall. Now these fat tire electric bikes are very easy to build, and they're basically 75% built right out of the box. The bike came very well packaged with no damage, which is always a plus. Now let's talk about the frame. The frame is made out of 6061 aluminum alloy and comes equipped with a hydraulic front suspension fork with lockout. The wheels on this bike are 26x4, which is pretty typical in this segment. Now moving our way up to the cockpit, you'll find a flat mountain bike bar mounted to a traditional stem. On the left side, you'll find a medium compound grip, a front brake lever, and controls. While on the right side, you have the same medium compound rubber grip with a twist throttle, a hydraulic brake lever, rapid fire shifters, and a HeyBike color display. Now making our way down to the midsection of the bike, you have a quick release seat post that you can easily change out with a suspension seat post, giving you a bit more of a full suspension feel when riding. Now the saddle it comes with is nice and plush, and it'll do the job right out of the box, but one of the first upgrades should be a suspension seat post. Next, let's talk about the drivetrain. You have a 40-tooth chainring married up to an 8-speed cassette and a Shimano Altus derailleur. Now what makes this bike shine is the Mevice Galaxy 500 watt mid-drive motor with 105 Newton meters of torque. Now coupling that with a 48 volt 14 amp hour battery pack that's UL certified, it'll get you speeds upwards of 28 miles per hour and range upwards of 60 miles. Now one of the key features for me with a bike at this price point is the headlight taillight combo that comes with turn signals. Both are very bright and noticeable, so you can be seen on the road. Now the Alpha is a bit lighter than most of its competitors, weighing in at 71.6 pounds, but it has a max load capacity of 400 pounds. Now with speeds of upwards of 28 miles per hour on a heavy bike like this, you better have some good brakes, and the Alpha comes equipped with hydraulic disc brakes front and rear with 180mm rotors. Now with that being said, let's do a speed test in all 5 pedal assist levels and throttle only. Alright, so for the speed test with the HeyBike Alpha, we're going to be doing this in all 5 pedal assist levels, switching through the gears. Now it is worth mentioning that the throttle only is not your typical throttle only. I'm not going to be able to just hit the throttle and go. You have to initiate it with pedaling, and then it engages the throttle. Now, there is something worth mentioning there, but we'll tap into that once we do the throttle only test. So with that being said, definitely don't try what I'm about to do right now on your own, because it's not really good on the gear system. I'm gonna be tracking the speed on my bike GPS, see if we're able to clear that 28 miles per hour. Right now, let's put in pedal assist level 1, and we're off. Pretty good take up. I mean, it's got the power when I'm pedaling. This is in pedal assist level 1 too. It's geared all the way up. Put in pedal assist level 2. Pedal assist level 3. Says 29.9 miles per hour on the display, but we'll see about that. 30 miles per hour, pedal assist level 4. Pedal assist level 5. Looks to be 31 miles per hour on their display. Let's see if it holds true. Now for throttle only, this is going to be a bit different. We're going to have to initiate it to start pedaling. And once we do, I got the throttle going right now. It's more of an assist. I'm going to have to shift through it. I'm only hitting about 10 miles per hour. $10 miles per hour, and I'm in gear number 4. A little bit of boost right there. 14 miles per hour, it shows on their display. That's number 5. Gear 6. A little bit more pull. Now this isn't going to be for everyone. It's definitely a different throttle experience. Right now we're at 15.4, 16 miles per hour, gear 7. $18 miles per hour, gear 8. Shows 21 miles per hour in their display. Still feels like it wants to pull a little bit. It's slowly, gradually pulling. Feels like it's basically capped out right there. Now in pedal assist 1 through 5, I traveled a total distance of 1,316 feet with a max speed of 26.9 miles per hour and average speed of 20.1 miles per hour in 43 seconds. Now, like I said earlier, this is not a speed demon, it is a hill beast. So when it comes to the torque output, you're really going to notice this on the hills versus the speed. But I am a little bit disappointed that I wasn't able to reach that claimed top speed of 28 miles per hour. Now let's talk about throttle only. Now in throttle only, I traveled a total distance of 1,588 feet with a max speed of 18.7 miles per hour and average speed of 14.1 miles per hour in 1 minute and 25 seconds. Now, like I talked about earlier, this is not a throttle style bike. It is basically there just to give you a little bit of assistance as you're riding. It is not going to assist you on your initial ride, like picking up your foot, using the throttle to initiate your ride. So with that being said, if you're looking for a bike that has throttle torque right off of the line, this one might not be the one for you. But with that being said, let's get this thing on the hill to show you what it's really capable of with this 105 Newton meters of torque. All right, so we're going to do a steep hill test. The hill that's in front of me may not look that steep from this angle, but I promise you it's pretty steep, especially for what it is. I'm going to be doing it straight from basically a dead stop at the bottom of the hill. Let's get to it. Pedal assist level 5, lowest gear. Climber. This thing is a climber, no problem. Like I said, this is where the bike is going to be shining the most. That 105 Newton meters of torque, getting put to work on really steep inclines is where this bike is meant to be. Speed, agility may not be its strongest suit, but at the end of the day, this is going to be a trail bike. So let's get back on it. All right, so for the HeyBike Alpha, I'm going to be doing this in pedal assist level 5 just to get the most out of this bike I possibly can on this double switchback hill. I think it's going to take it on no problem. Let's do it. Instant torque. No problem. 22 miles per hour. Let's gear it down for this hill. This first turn. This thing pulls every time. So satisfying. 24 miles per hour, man. This thing instant right there at your fingertips. Let's gear it all the way down. See if we can just come almost to a complete stop. Let's go. No problem. 15, 16, 18, no problem. All right, so that's gonna do it for today's video featuring the all-new HeyBike Alpha, a very affordable option when it comes to a mid-drive motor setup on a fat tire electric bike. So if you're in the market for a fat tire electric bike, definitely keep this one in mind. I think it's worth looking at, especially if you're looking at something in and around this price point of $1,599. I mean, you could still stay under that $2,000 threshold with accessorizing with all my favorite accessories that are in the description below that will go perfect on this bike. With that being said, let me know your thoughts on the Alpha in the comment section below. If you guys like this video, drop a like. If you love it, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one.